Good morning, dear children. Children, good manners are something we learn from our childhood, which is a stepping stone to achieve success in our lives. Parents start teaching their children the good manners from a very small age. They teach you how to speak to elders, they teach you the hygienic habits, brushing teeth twice, bath every day, not to speak lies, and many more things. All these things, all the good habits will help you in your future life. So, whatever your parents are teaching you, they are speaking with you, they are talking with you, listen to them. It will help you in your future. Today, we are going to study chapter number 18, Weeds in the Garden, from your English Balbharti. In this story also, a boy is going to learn about good manners. So let us listen to the story. Most of the parents like to fulfill the wishes of their children. They feel sorry when they cannot indulge their kids or when they have to scold them. Indulge means let someone have or do what they want, even if it is not good for them. And when even a scolding has no effect, the parents become very unhappy. Such was the case with Anshuman and his parents. Anshuman's parents had noticed that he was developing some bad habits. Naturally, they began to warn him time and again, but all in vain. In vain means without any success. Anshuman just wouldn't listen. He refused to believe that he was letting those bad habits get a hold over him. Get a hold over means get control. Gentle words, strict warnings, a scolding now and then. His parents tried everything short of beating him up, and that they would never do. However, unhappy they themselves were. They wanted to be loving and gentle as they tried to correct their son's ways. Soon, an opportunity presented itself. Anshuman had gone to stay on his grandfather's farm with his parents. Early one morning, his father took him for a walk around the farm. He was describing the specialities of various plants and vines and bushes and trees to Anshuman. Suddenly, he stopped and pointed at a small seedling growing near a plant. Anshuman, that's a weed. Can you pull it out? Weed means a wild plant growing where it is not wanted. I repeat, a weed means a wild plant growing where it is not wanted. Anshuman had no difficulty in pulling all the small seedling out. Good, said his father, and they continued with their walk. After a while, they came upon the same weed, but there it had grown slightly bigger. Anshuman's father told him to pull out his plant, this plant too. He told him to uproot the weed carefully, making sure that no trace of the root was left in the soil. Uproot means pull out of the ground along with the root. So first, Anshuman's father showed a small weed. It was easy to pull it out. Then his father showed him same type of weed, but it has little bit grown up. It was little bigger. And now he told Anshuman to pull it out. Let's see whether Anshuman will able to pull it out or not. Otherwise, the weed can grow again, he warned. Anshuman's father told Anshuman to pull out the weed carefully, that the roots should not be left in the soil. Otherwise, what will happen? The weed can grow again. Anshuman uprooted the plant carefully, twisting it and pulling it hard so that the whole of it came out. Then his father drew his attention to the same weed growing at some distance. There it had grown into a big plant with tiny flowers and dark fruit. That could be quite dangerous. We mustn't leave it growing there. Take it out, said Anshuman's father. Anshuman held the plant in his hands and gave it a tug. Tug means pull. The weed didn't move at all. He pulled harder and harder, but to no avail. To no avail means with no success. I can't get this out, exclaimed Anshuman. It has gone too deep into the soil. So then his father brought some implements. Implements means tools. They dug around the weed and with great effort pulled it out. When they were returning home after the hard work, Anshuman's father mentioned, habits are like weeds. Habits are like weeds. Habits are like weeds. The longer you allow them to grow, the harder it is to uproot them. It is wise to get rid of them when it is easy to do so. Anshuman realized the truth in his father's words. Throughout his life, he never forgot that early morning walk on the farm with his father. So children, I hope you have understood the lesson that habits are like weeds. The unwanted habits, you have to get rid of them as early as possible. Now let us begin with the exercise. Question 1 on page number 45. List all the words and phrases in the passage that indicate time. In your textbook, it is written in this story that indicate time. You can write the question from your textbook. Answer is time and again. Another is now and then. Question number 2. Add proper prefixes like up, un, dis, in to the following to form opposites. So one I have done for you. Prefixes means the letters which are added in front of the word. It can change the meaning of the word. So happy will become unhappy. That is the opposite. root, you can write uproot. So like this, you have to write for the remaining words. Next is question number 3. Answer the following questions. When do the parents feel sorry and become unhappy? Parents feel sorry when they cannot indulge their kids or when they have to scold them. When even a scolding has no effect, the parents become very unhappy. Number 2. What methods did Anshuman's parents use to warn Anshuman about his bad habits? To warn Anshuman about his bad habits, his parents used gentle words, strict warnings, and even a scolding now and then. They lovingly and gently tried to correct him in every way possible. Number 3. What did Anshuman's father compare bad habits to? Anshuman's father compared bad habits to weeds. The longer you allow them to grow, the harder it is to uproot them. Question 4. Use the following phrases in your own sentences. So here you can make your own sentences by using the phrases given. Question 5. It is a language study. Read the highlighted words. They are known as prepositions. You can also refer to pages 84 to 88. So let us go through this. For a walk, around the farm, specialities of plants, in the soil, with great effort. The highlighted words for, around, of, in, with, they are known as the prepositions. Preposition is a word or group of words used before a noun or pronoun to show place, time, position, etc. Change the meaning of the sentences by changing the preposition. Now this question you can solve it in your textbook. The tiger jumped into the river. The preposition here is into. So we will change the preposition. The tiger jumped out of the river. So the meaning also changed here. Put the cubes in the box. Preposition is in. Now change the preposition. Put the cubes outside the box. Next is, we traveled to Mumbai by train. So here there are two prepositions, to and by. So we can change it to, we traveled from Mumbai by train. So to will change into from. Next is, there were many people around the house. So here the preposition is around. There were many people inside the house. Around is changed to inside. The children were asked to come without their parents. So here the preposition is without. We can change it to, the children were asked to come with their parents. Next is, change the meaning by changing the adverb. Now the highlighted words are the adverbs. Gently, in, hard. You learn adverb in detail in your grammar lesson. Now let us change this. Speak gently. Gently will change to speak loudly. Come in, come outside. Hit the stone hard with the hammer. Hit the stone gently with the hammer. I hope children you have enjoyed the story. So in your classwork you have to write question 1, question 2, question 3 and 4. Rest all you can do it in the textbook itself. 1 to 4 you have to do it in the classwork and remaining questions you can do it in the textbook. Thank you children and have a good day.